Since the start of the season starting up again this year, there's been quite a bit of different personnel had to be used in the defence because of injury and other things from there. It must be positive for you to look at that and think, well, this is where our good runs come, and we've had to utilise all these different players.
Yeah, definitely, and I think one of the commitments that I made in the statements that I made internally is that I like a lean and versatile squad, and that versatility has definitely came to the fore in recent weeks. We've had players step into different roles. We've had, the emergency Ross Graham. We've had Callum Butcher playing different roles really strongly for the club. So I think for me, that keeps the team selection that little bit healthy as well. So I think your point is totally valid. I think we've got a lot of our big players in good form at a crucial stage of the season.
And heading down to Livingston Wednesday night, as I say, it's one of these ones you really just have to keep the momentum going.
Yeah, definitely, and they'll probably say the same. That they're a team that are on really good running form. We ourselves are as well. And again, I say this every week. I think it's really exciting for the league. It's very difficult to call, but I think the good thing from our perspective is that we're focused on our own objectives. Every team gets the same level of respect, whether they're doing well or not so well, and we always feel really kind of prepared and really positive going into whoever we face.
And looking forward towards where the split is it pleasant to have basically no future fixtures with the old firm in that run-in towards where the split is, where everybody else around you does have?
It's really interesting because there's certain stories and narratives that you'll start to kind of look at, but I think it can actually be dangerous at this stage of the season because there's certain unintended consequences when you actually look at that. For example, we drew against Rangers last week. Motherwell and Hibs have got results against both the Glasgow pair yesterday. So I think at this stage of the season, it's just purely about focusing on yourself, not reacting to the week to week in terms of the league positions, because that's going to change on a regular basis, and just make sure that you focus on the job in hand and handle your own business.
And how difficult do you think it's going to be to get to that top six with this big pack that there is around yourself?
Yeah, it's going to be very difficult, very challenging, but I also think it's very exciting. I mean, if we were offered this position at the start of the season, we would take it. The doubly would have taken it after the running form that we had in December. So that's the fact that the league is tightly compressed because everyone was beating everyone when we had that sticky spell. We're just delighted to be in the mix, sitting, really healthily in the league just now, but also knowing that we have to handle business on a consistent basis from here on in.
You've had a few issues this season with some injuries and things like that. Coming back into the team, maybe coincidentally, has been when the turn in the forms come. Do you see something coming out of the defence has changed a little bit since you've come back into it?
Like I say, every team will go through a sticky patch, and I came back into the side as it started to turn. Coincidence, maybe not. I'm not sure that's for other people to judge, but I'm happy to be part and sort of I'm just delighted to be back in and playing my part in that, and hopefully it continues.
And for yourself, there's in your absence, Kieran Freeman obviously proved himself as a valuable asset to the team. Does that help lift your game as well, with having such a good young player with pressure on you to keep the performances high?
Yeah, 100%. I think competition for places right across the team can only be a positive thing for everybody, and in my case, if Kieran's pushing me and I'm pushing him, then it can only be good for both of us in the short term and also for the team going forward.
This year Livingston have kind of shown a little difference in the way that they're appearing. Used to be a lot about playing on their park, and that's where they had most of the advantage, but this year they've shown, whether on grass or on their own park, they can play equally as well.
Yeah, as I said, good quality right through their team, and there'll be a challenge to anybody, home or away, so we're going to their ground where they'll feel confident off the back of a good result away from home. So pay them utmost respect, but also we'll know that there's areas where we can hurt them and hopefully come away with 3 points.
Good luck with that one tomorrow.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers. See you later.